What's up guys and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles. This week we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and we're doing Jakob. With a K. So in the English version he's known as Jakob. In the Japanese version he's known as José. His age I'm not too sure, but if I had to guess he looks around 70? Maybe at the time of death like 90? I don't know, they never really stated it anywhere. His anime debut was in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds episode 65, A New Threat, Part 1. Here are his wins and here are his losses, and here's his dual score. A quick gist on the character. So Jakob, known as José in the Japanese, is a character from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. He's also one of the main antagonists from the second season of the anime. He is one of Aporia's 3 embodiments of despair, as well as the leader of the 3 pure nobles, who included Lester and Primo. The grand plan was to erase one of history's greatest mistakes from history, which was the creation of Enter D in order to save the future. His English name Jakob is a Latin derivation of the Hebrew name Jakob, which roughly translates to at the heel. This could be a reference to the fact that he is the oldest of the 3 incarnates, but that's just a theory I've just made up, so who knows if it's true. I'll tell you what, you guys can figure this one out. In his Japanese name, José, it means in Portuguese, may God give increase. So I'll let you guys interpret that one. What do you reckon that means? Jakob has yellow eyes. Well, he always has the one eye covered up, so you never know what the other eye looks like, but it's obviously yellow. He's grew his eye's eyebrow like over his eye, and his other eye doesn't have an eyebrow. But like, why? Did he lose his eye or something? I honestly have no idea. Is he just in it as a style choice? I mean, fair play, but that'd just be really, really annoying. Cut that thing, man. Get back on point. Something that I actually learned today, there is an actual beard style called the Father Time beard, which Jakob has. Design-wise, Jakob is the largest member, both in height, looking around 7 foot plus, so it's pretty damn tall. I'm jealous. And as well, speaking of large, he is the biggest in terms of beefcakiness as well, as he is the most dense looking of the 3 pure nobles. He's huge, man. Like a barn door. Like the other nobles, Jakob primarily wears white, having a white cloak and hood, as well as a red gem on his head. However, unlike the other nobles, Jakob's gem is above his right eye instead of between his eyes. He also has a grey patch with an infinity symbol on his face. But unlike Lester and Primo, Jakob's patch covers his nose and mouth, similar to a gas mask, which muffles his voice. Jakob's personal colour variation, other than the white, is a dark golden orange pads around his body. Jakob also wears black gloves, metal arm bands, and black boots. The cloak that Jakob wears covers a white armour shell over his chest, back, and shoulders, which on the front bears an infinity symbol similar to that of the Mechlord Emperors. Directly underneath this symbol on the chest, Jakob's abdomen unfolds to reveal a dual disc which is built into him. Handy. Jakob acts as the group's superior and is the wisest of the trio. He moves slowly and methodically, planning each move carefully and holding a great deal of patience to both complete his plan and deal with the obstacles in his path. Ironically, one of his biggest obstacles is himself, specifically Primo, as he's not always in agreement with him. Unlike Jakob, Primo is arrogant and short-sighted. Jakob holds a cold attitude towards those he's harmed, such as Sherry LeBlanc, justifying her parents' murder and his lacking memory of why Alasta did it as just another correction in history. Jakob reflects on himself through observing his own teammates, thinking back to when he was younger while watching Lester duel Luna and Leo, and how he outgrew Primo's brash arrogance when planning the Diablo Duelbot army. As the leader of the 3 pure nobles, Jakob has immense power. His largest demonstration of this power was when he used telekinesis to move Primo and stop his stone tablet, as well as when he easily defeated Sherry LeBlanc in a fight, as well as throwing her motorcycle into the ocean and destroying Ellsworth's car. Like Primo, Jakob has the ability to fuse with his dual runner, which is similar to Granell Carrier. With Jakob fused with this runner, the two are similar to Mechlord Emperor Granell. And as a bonus, like the other embodiments along with Paradox, Antinomy and Zone, Jakob is a left-handed duelist. Fun fact, we've got videos on every single one of them. You should check it out. Bit of backstory on the character. 200 years into the future, where most of humanity is wiped out by what was believed to be Enter D, Aporia was one of the few human survivors. He and the other survivors, Antinomy, Paradox, and Zone, worked on a way to restore the world to the way it once was. Shortly before Aporia died, he requested that Zone split him into the 3 incarnations based on the 3 major despairs of his life. Zone complied, and the 3 embodiments of despair, Lester, Primo, and Jakob, were created and sent to the past. Jakob is Aporia's older years and was the embodiment of despair Aporia suffered after having no one left to love. During the duel with Yusei, Aporia revealed that Primo and Lester were all one and the same, just different aspects of his life. Lester is his childhood, Primo his adolescence, and Jakob his older years. Now, if you want to hear more about Lester and Primo, we have full videos on them, and eventually maybe I'll do a full video on Aporia himself. So, Jakob uses a Grinnell deck focused around summoning the Mechlord Emperors. His strategy revolves around him using Infinite Aura along with Speed Spell Takeover to increase his life points, which in turn increases the attack of Grinnell. After fusing into Aporia, his deck includes Mechlord Astro Mechanical, in addition to several advanced Mechlord Emperor parts to support his deck. His individual deck includes monsters such as Mechlord Emperor Grinnell, Grinnell Attack, Grinnell Carrier, Grinnell Guard, and Grinnell Top. And with that, guys, that's another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles done. Don't forget to suggest who you'd like to see next week. So we did 5Ds this week, so it'll be Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal next week, so don't forget to submit someone for then. Other than that, why don't you check out Lester and Primo's videos, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next week.